everyone. Welcome to a beautiful Idaho morning. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about a review on a Corbin Touring seat that we bought back during Daytona Bike Week. Took a little while to get here, but that's another story, and I'll continue that here in a minute. But while I got you here, I'd ask to, if you guys like to see reviews of different items, go ahead and check out this tab right here, reviews of some of the items I've done. And if you guys have been coming to the channel a lot and not yet subscribed, I'd ask that you do that. And if you would hit that bell notification button too. Anyway, back to our review here. So I called up Corbin just before Daytona Bike Week because I figured I'd try to get in before the rush to get a seat ordered. And the ordering process was really good. Talked to the fellow on the phone there. We figured out what all the colors I want, and if I needed any customization, like extended reach or whatever, something like that. And got that all figured out and got the seat ordered. It cost, and I also got a passenger backrest that comes with armrests on it, so the whole total came up to about $1,100, and they said it would take about 4 weeks to get. So I hung around for about 4 weeks or so, and then I noticed that they had to close their factory in Southern California because of the whole COVID deal going around. So that kind of put a damper on things, but so no big deal. So then I noticed, went back on the internet, noticed that the factory had opened back up. So I gave them a call on like a Wednesday, and they opened on a Monday. And they said, "Oh yeah, your seat shipped out yesterday." So as luck would have it, I missed the factory shut down by a couple of days. So I could have had my seat a little earlier, but that's okay. It showed up, and I know there's reasons everything was shut down, and I understand all that stuff, so it's all good. But anyway, so we're doing a review here, and I try to be honest in my reviews. I buy all my own stuff. I don't. No one gives me anything. So I try to use the products for a while before I throw out a review. I try not to do a hasty review that somebody might buy a product and find out a month later it's not worth the crap. So anyway, so I try to hold on to my stuff and review it honestly. So I got the seat a little while into the riding season. And I had 4,400 miles on the bike when riding season ended last year, so I've got, as of right now, I've got almost 9,000 on it. So I'm thinking I probably put 500 or 1,000 miles on the bike before I got the seat. So I'm guessing, it's got somewhere between 3,500 and 4,000 miles on it. So what I will tell you is the first 500 miles the seat was pretty uncomfortable, and I have seen people do reviews that say the seat's terrible, all that kind of stuff, but they do tell you in the instructions to give it some time, break it in, and it'll get more comfortable, and that is the truth. 500 miles, if I did this review at 500 miles, I'd have said this thing was a piece of junk. But after riding it for, as many miles as I have, it is super comfortable. I can ride easily 100 miles before I start feeling anything. And then, you know, I might start getting a little sore, but that might be more to just me being old and sitting in one spot for a long time. So, cool thing is, you jump off the bike, walk around for a couple minutes, get a snack, get a drink of water, whatever. 15 minutes later, you're not feeling bad. You get back on the bike and you're good to go. The original Indian seat wouldn't let you do that. It was pretty hard on you. You would get on, it'd start to hurt pretty quick, and then when you stopped, you didn't seem to recover near as fast. So I'm really happy with this Corbin seat. It's super comfortable. My wife likes it. The reason I got the touring one is because she goes with me about half the time, and got the special backrest too. And one thing about the backrest, if you do opt to get this Corbin backrest with the armrest built into it, you might want to look into getting a 14-inch sissy bar. Right now I've got a 12-inch sissy bar on this, and it's just a little too short. So we're going to see if we can find us a nice place to pull over here and kind of do a walk around here so you guys can get a look and see how everything fits and how it looks on the bike. And we'll stop back with you here in just a minute as soon as I find a spot to pull over so you can take a look. Alright, well, we found us a nice spot here on the side of the road to do our seat review. So I just wanted to kind of show you what the overall looks like here. See the armrest there, you know, on this, and looks really good. So anyway, you can kind of see here, we'll just do a little fit and finish. You can see they do a pretty good job of getting all that to fit, you know, almost factory tight as far as how it fits along the side panels. See that the backrest fits real well on the stock sissy bar there. There's a little issue with that. We'll go back to the garage and discuss that one. But you know, so you can look along in there. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not sure how the light is, but see the fit and finish is pretty good on this thing. So we'll go back over here and get back in the light so you can see it. The cool thing I like about Corbin is, you know, you can customize your stitching. You can you know, add the rivets or not rivets. You can change the colors of the side panels, all that kind of stuff. And you know, and just a pretty good looking product. And like I said earlier, the comfort on it is really good. The stock seat actually changes your seating position just a little bit, probably an inch farther back and an inch higher from the stock seat that came on the Springfield. And as you know, as you can see on this one, this doesn't have the single seat with the pillion. This is actually the tour seat that you know, is all one piece. And I know you can get these with heated and air also. You can get cooling on these things. Cost, you know, a considerable amount more. But and for me, a lot of electronics is just another thing to break, so I try to stay away from a lot of that stuff. Anyway, we'll head on back to the garage, and I'll pull this thing off and we can kind of look at the construction of it and go over, you know, that kind of aspect of the seat. We'll see you back at the garage. All right, so we made it back to the shop. So we'll take a look at how things are built on here. So when I go to take my sissy bar off, I always open up the side panels, flip those levers up, and just give it a little pop, because it's kind of a friction fit there, and just slide it off. Take this over to the bench here, and we'll kind of check out what we got here. So I'd recommend, first off, if you were going to get the backrest with the armrests on it, that you opt for the 14-inch sissy bar. These are a little bit too low for the passenger, and I borrowed a 14-inch sissy bar off a friend of mine and had my wife try it out, and she said it was way more comfortable than with the 12-inch. So just a heads up on that right off the bat. But anyway, so you can see here it's got the Corbin with the Indian logo attached to it. You know, another kind of cool little thing that Corbin does. You know, and then the red stitching and all that stuff. And then we'll flip it around here to the back. You can see here that the back is plastic. Seems to be pretty solid. I think that'll last a long time. There were a few quality issues. No showstoppers. I mean, overall the seat quality is really good. Padding feels real good. The materials seem really good. But if you look right here, you can see that this seam is not quite centered. So that, just a little nitpick quality issue. Another thing, I'll throw some pictures in right here. The plastic seat back was kind of covering up the bolt holes, or the nuts, I guess, that are built into the seat. So I had to trim those out with a razor knife. But after 40 years of buying aftermarket parts for motorcycles, nothing ever fits right. You're always having to modify something. So typical aftermarket stuff, you got to tinker with it just a little bit to make it work. Now we'll go ahead and take the seat off so we can get a look at the construction of it. All you need to take the seat off is one 6mm bolt. And it's just like a lot of other motorcycles. This has the one bolt hold down here on the back. Just take that loose. Make sure that's loose. Just kind of grab onto it so you don't scratch your fender, and slide it out of the retaining clips in the front. We'll set this over on the bench. And then we'll go back and look at how the original Springfield seat mounted. I believe that the seats on the Roadmasters and stuff are more like the Corbin seat, but the stock Springfield seat actually bolts on right here. So in order to take it off, you got to pull the side panels off so you get the bolts out. And then the pillion seat actually bolts to the stock seat, or the single seat. But it all comes off in one piece, and it basically mounts the same way. But that's just something I just wanted to show you a little different. And here's the plugs for the heated and cooled seat. And, Corbin actually makes a cooler for their seat too. My seat doesn't have that, so those are just going to hang out there, I guess. So let's go over here and back over here, and we'll look at the seat. So as you can see, I opted for the diamond stitching. That's another thing Corbin does. They let you choose your stitching color, choose trim colors, all the different stuff to it. So, I opted to stay pretty subtle. Wanted to kind of match the Springfield with the rivets, conchos, whatever you want to call them, and then put just a little color to it. Let's look at the bottom here, see how it's made. So you see it's a one-piece base. I believe it's kind of like a fiberglass ABS. I'm not really sure, but nice quality hardware. It's actually, those are steel wrapped in vinyl, so keep stuff from getting scratched. Good contact points there on the frame. Lots of rivets holding all the cover on tight. Nice solid quality piece. I'm really happy with it. It seems, some of the other seat manufacturers, they want you to send your seat in. That wouldn't be a possibility. Putting a tour seat on a Springfield, it wouldn't work right. But you know, or so then they have your seat for a couple of months while you're not, you know, able to ride, which isn't a real big deal in a lot of places. You know, I get it, but still, you know, I've got 2 seats for my bike now, and it didn't cost a lot more than just having the one. And so, you know, it's cool. You just call them up, tell them what you want, change whatever colors you want, change whatever stitching you want. They send you a seat. So you can see here, you know, and there's another little quality issue here. This one seam isn't quite centered, but that's okay. You know, like I say, the overall quality of the seat, I mean, looks are looks, I get it, but the overall quality of the seat is really nice. It's a firm seat. I don't think it's going to break down, you know, anytime soon. You know, I've rode, like I've said earlier, 2,500, 3,000 miles in this seat, and it's definitely been a good quality piece for me. It was, you know, it wasn't cheap. Between the seat and the backrest, it was, you know, $1,100 I think I spent. But it's a nice piece. Definitely is a nice piece. Anyway, I can recommend this seat. I think it's a real nice piece. So if you guys have any questions on it, go ahead and shoot them in the comments section below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. And I just want to tell you guys to take care out there, ride safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.